Running one channel is hard enough. So why do two? Would I recommend doing two? No, not at all. But here's why I started doing it so you can understand. And it might be a different case than for me. Maybe you create educational content and now you're interested in going out into vlog style. For me, it was different languages. And a lot of you can probably also relate to the fact that you speak more than two languages. And deciding exactly which one you want to stick to or who you want to reach can be hard enough. I didn't think I had to choose, so I started doing both on this same exact channel, the one you're watching right now. But that didn't go so well. You see, the way these platforms work is by learning consumers' behaviors, learning how your audience reacts to your content as a creator. So let's just say that you subscribe right now because you're loving the content and you want more of it. Then later next week when I post the next video, you get a little notification. You go to click on it, you're super excited to watch more from me. When you get there, you realize you can't even understand what I'm saying. That's exactly what was happening when I was doing a 2-in-1, and that's not good. I've noticed that this happens to many creators when they're diving off-road into content that their audience just might not be interested in. But I'm learning there's a way to avoid that, and I'll share that later on. So of course, I separated my channels, and guess what happened? A huge spike on both channels. It hasn't been easy, and I don't recommend doing it until you have your process down, because if not, it's like trying to tackle all these goals and not even being able to reach one. The way I've been doing it that has worked for me is by doing the same topic on both channels, so that way at least I'm cutting down half of the work, which is the preparation that goes into hand before actually filming and post-production. Now, what's super interesting to see is how both channels are performing with the same exact content. And that ties into our next box, your audience. I understood that I could serve both audiences, English and Spanish, but at the core, when it comes to deciding my main audience, not only for my content, but in general for my brand, it's the person that understands both languages. It's that mix between the Spanglish culture that we see now growing and growing. And what I've noticed is that this ties back into the example of creators burning out. Because let's say, for example, you post fitness workouts, right? And you've been posting and you know what? One day you're tired of it and you want to go more into your vlogs or your traveling or whatever that may be. Creators burn out because they're tired of this, and then when they switch over, they'll lose half of their audience. When in reality, their core audience was that person that wanted workouts but was also interested in travel. So moral of the story and what I've learned with growing two channels is that it always ties back to your audience. Attracting exactly who you want with those interests from the beginning. Share that fitness with that business side, share that food with the relationship side. So from the beginning, attracting the right person, creating what that person consumes, and with that, the algorithm will always be on your side. So there you have it. Time to go work out and then make brekkie. And if you want to see what my final brekkie of the day is, I'll share it on IG stories. Bye-bye.
Better listen up, we about to make it happen. So hot, we burn.